Welcome to Coaching for Creatives with Kirsten. My name is Kirsten Call. I'm a therapist-trained life coach and a children's book author. Together, we'll get the drama out of our lives and onto the page. Let's get started. You are listening to Episode 29, Revision. I recently felt like I should go into a thrift store. I thought perhaps I would find my mother of the bride dress. I'd been searching online to no avail, and frankly, I don't actually like shopping for clothing. I was running errands, and when I had this feeling to stop at the Salvation Army, my first thoughts were, I don't have time for this. It isn't on my agenda. I have more important, better things to do. But the truth is, I love thrifting. I've always loved walking into a store where I can explore things that have a history behind them. Each thing at a thrift store has been used and maybe loved by someone else. There's something compelling about this for me. Perhaps it's just the idea of each thing having a story. Going into a thrift store always makes my heart jump a little. What will I find? What mysteries will I uncover? What stories will I learn? So, on this day, my main question was, will the perfect mother of the bride dress just happen to be here? I already had ideas for what I wanted. A little sparkle, a neutral color that matched the wedding palette. As I walked into the store, a flash of sequins caught my eye, kitty-cornered to me about 200 yards away. My heart surged with hope. Perhaps my search for a dress was finally over. I walked towards what I hoped was a dress, with purpose. There it was. Everything I wanted. Even the perfect color. I looked at the $40 price tag. Yes, even the price was right. I lifted this dress off the hanger, tried it on, and looked in the mirror. The dress was perfect. Absolutely, completely perfect. Perfect color, perfect sparkle, even the perfect length. But it didn't fit. It didn't fit at all. I knew, however, I couldn't make it fit, or someone else could make it fit. So I went to a tailor a couple of weeks ago. She measured me in the dress and said she could make the needed alterations in just 1 week. Everything was going according to plan. But when I brought the dress home, it still didn't fit. There was gaping and gapping in all the wrong places. I don't know if there's ever a right place for gaping and gapping. That's when my daughter, Naomi, the bride, stepped in. Mom, I can fix that dress in 15 minutes, 30 minutes tops. Now, for context, Naomi bought her own wedding dress at a thrift store and subsequently altered it herself. I didn't want to put any more pressure on her before the big day, therefore the failed attempt at paying someone else to fix the dress I'd gotten. I had a vision for this dress. I knew it was the one. I also knew I couldn't make the vision happen without Naomi. She measured and cut and unpacked her serger and altered my dress to perfection. It's so amazing to have capable children. In 4 days, I will be wearing this dress to Naomi's wedding. And it will be even more special because she helped me make it not only wearable, but beautiful. Sometimes even the most perfect dresses need revisioning. Even the most wonderful manuscripts need changes and help from critique partners and agents and editors to become what they truly can become. I married a man who loves remodeling houses. He sees potential in the ugliest of houses. And after hours, months, and sometimes years of work, we always make our homes more beautiful. Even if your manuscript is ugly or your life feels ugly, altering, restructuring, renovating, remodeling, or revisioning it can make it exactly what you want it to be. Here are some ways to make revisioning anything more manageable. Number 1, recognize the good and also recognize what can be changed to make something better. With my dress, I noticed it sparkled, was the perfect style and color. I also realized it was the wrong size. Number 2, enlist help. When you know you want to make something better, whether it be your manuscript, a work of art, or your life, finding the right people to help you is crucial. For my dress, I thought I needed a tailor. And then I needed my daughter. For our stories, critique partners and critique groups help. Editors make a huge difference, or even beta readers can help us find places where we can improve our manuscripts. If you need to revision something in your life, perhaps you can enlist a doctor for a medical need, or a life coach for work with goals, or a therapist for emotional help. Number 3, be willing to change things. In terms of my Mother of the Bride dress, I had to be willing to allow Naomi to help. It was too late to find a seamstress, and my plan to use a tailor was a complete failure. Sometimes, as an author, I don't want to cut out words I really like, even if it doesn't propel the plot forward or help my story at all. I have to be willing to kill my darlings, as we say in the book writing world. If our art isn't selling, we need to be humble enough to admit that perhaps we need to do something different, revise, change things up, or start fresh again. I usually write really messy manuscripts. I just let the words come out without censoring myself. This makes revising even more essential for me. I need to write and rewrite again and again and again and again and again in order to make my story sing the way I want it to sing. So it was only appropriate that my dress alterations didn't work out the first time. For me, it's always helpful to have something to work with, something to revise as opposed to a blank page. And there's something very exciting about the possibilities in revision or revisioning anything in our lives. So remember, there's potential in everything. It could be a thrift store dress, a worn-out house, or a tattered manuscript. It could be a tired relationship or an exhausted emotion. Rethinking, renovating, restructuring, altering, changing is paramount to creative success. Revision works miracles for everything in our lives. With an open mind, revisioning makes anything possible. Until next time, keep smiling. If you like what you've heard, check out my Get Yourself Unstuck program. Go to KirstenCall.com. That's KirstenCall.com and schedule a free consultation today. Coaching for Creatives is produced by Kirsten Call. Music and audio engineering by James Call.